Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak, where last time we arrived in the village of Creil and looked for our new party member, Feri's jaeger friend. And yeah, we learned they were here, but not much more right now, and so we want to hear around town what's up.
Looks like another good harvest this year.
We get plenty of those flavorful types around here, so I guess I've gotten used to it. Who knows, maybe that lady and I would have gotten along had I gotten the chance to talk with her. Alright, if you happen to need some ornament work done, we can help you with that. Our workshop's every bit as good as the big boys. The boss has his hands full with the bus, but my friend works there in his understudy. She's pretty good.
Off we go.
Thanks for coming. How do you like the galettes? I've got my signature dish on the menu this evening, so if you're gonna stay the night, drop by here for dinner, yeah? I get this was pretty scary for those passengers, but I think they'll be able to relax now with their stomachs full. My daughter's been baking galettes practically every chance she can get lately. At this rate, she'll be a better chef than me in no time. Well, good for her. I'm excited to see how good she'll get. Use kitchen.
Take as long as you need.
Oui.
I'll be waiting for you.
Can we go up? We can. Okay. Creil village has its own sort of charm, don't you think? I might as well take in the sights and sounds some more while we're stopping here. I don't really make plans when I travel. I like to just let things happen to me, so that I might have a chance to learn about new people and places. You can't enter here, right? No. Do you know that green-haired passenger, by chance? He really caught my eye. It's not often you find a suave, urban type like him around here. I wanted to chat with him, but he disappeared on me. Maybe ran over at the inn would know where he's gone. I'll have to ask when I get the chance. Oh, mister, you were talking about helping people with jobs around the village. Are you a bracer? I want to be a bracer too. Huh, I give up that vibe. Good to know I can pull that off. Wait, so you're not? Actually, yeah, on second thought, you'd be kinda cold and creepy for a bracer. Yeah, I was thinking I could ask you about the main guild branch of the capital. Well, I work in the capital and I do poke my head in there for work sometimes. Why, you think about visiting? Yeah, I am. I don't want to just talk the talk. I want to go learn about the guild and how to join it. The sooner the better. Do you know anything about how to join? Well, as far as I know, they don't really do tours and tryout days or that kind of stuff. You just walk in and say, hey, I want to be a bracer, and they got room, they'll train you. Hell, you could probably walk in right now, as long as they're not too busy. Really? I better hurry then. I don't want to miss out. Thanks, mister. I want to visit as soon as I can. Hold on. I swear I know you from somewhere. Have you dropped by our stores before? The one right over there? Nope, never been. Really? Could have sworn I... Oh wait, you frequented Bistro in Edith's Old Town, right? They saw some of their produce from us, and I'm the delivery guy. Small word, huh? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I remember seeing your truck before. So the old man gets his veggies from all the way out here, huh? Quite a hike. Well, it is. I've been working this job for a year now. Never got the chance to say hi in Edith, but if we run into each other again, feel free to chat me up. Good old Hans. I just got back from a hunt and I heard the news. You telling me monsters attacked the bus? Yeah, I was rolling by the village and it just got jumped. We fought them off though, no injuries to the passengers. Good, good. They were lucky to have you there. Something about that attack rubs me the wrong way. I noticed the monsters are acting all sorts of weird out on my hunts. You see them firsthand? What specifically was strange about them? So I wander these packs of wolves around the village sometimes, and I've noticed them getting a lot more territorial recently. Can't really call it violent or aggressive though. It feels like something else. Some monsters are on edge? Or otherwise acting up. That's what I'm noticing, yeah. Doesn't feel like anger, it feels like fear. I don't know what could be rattling them so hard though. They haven't been causing trouble until now. You all watch yourself out there. Don't mean to nag you though. Doubt you need me to remind you. Oh no, by all means, thank you for the warning. Take care on your hunts. So Van, does it mean... Maybe, we don't know for sure that the wolves that hounded the boss were acting the same way. All we know is it could have been something else. But that's good news, let's keep it in mind. I want to get to the bottom of this myself. Doubt I need to tell you, but you all be careful of that too. Sorry. I was lost in thought there. No, I don't think I've seen you around. Are you a traveler, or did I just forget your face? Oh, don't mind us, Pops. We're just asking about some stuff. Remember anything about a group of jaegers who stopped by a while back? Jaegers? Well, yes, that does ring a bell. Some of them came by the shop, I think. That was a week before. Never mind, I think that was someone else. The more I try to remember, the more foggy it gets. I don't think I'll be much help, sorry. Don't sweat it. We'll loop back with you later. Sometimes just pops back in your head like that, you know? Sorry, young man. I'm just too much of an old fogey to remember things clearly. Been real foggy lately. Sometimes I can remember if I think on it real hard, but still. But I can still work a cash register, huh? Just tell me what you need and I get it for you.
Hello?
Bag for Agnes, huh?
So long.
Now, how was that?
Initializing planner mode.
I'll treasure it. Look, a real windmill.
I just came back from a little fishing trip. Did something happen? Hope it's not too dangerous outside the village now. Anyway, I'll be heading back to the capital tomorrow evening. Gotta make the best of these local fishing spots while I got time. I've been back on the fishing train as of late. Some of my friends got me back into it. I decided to bike out here for some fresh air and fresh fish, and boy did this place deliver.
I hope that bus makes it back safe and sound.
So,
If something happens to it, it's just more work and Mira for us.
Van, please don't wish for people's misfortune.
of all the times for monsters to crop up though. I keep hearing on the news about how there are fewer and fewer of them, yet there they are. Never managed to come face to face with one. Oh right, I did remember to get in touch with a company about compensating you.
Okay.
It looks like they'll be working on the bus well after sundown. I can only hope they get it fixed in time. We are bound for Feri before we got derailed. We still have a ways to go after crossing the border. Driving at night is too dangerous. We'll have to wait until tomorrow to get back on the road. If we can stay the night here at least. So I can't talk much right now. Need to fix up the bus here. My apprentice Kaina, she's over in the factory. She can help you out if you need something. She's still learning, but you wouldn't know it, looking at her. She can get your oppment sorted out in a jiffy. I'd appreciate it actually. It'd be nice for her to get some real-world experience. Oh wait, we've got weapons too, just basic stuff though. If you got any use for them, you can take that stuff off our hands. Van's pickup truck is parked here. Oh, I'm good, I swear, just... never mind, nothing, please pay me no mind. Thought he was giving me a funny look there. He seems quite on edge. Do you know him from somewhere? Never seen the guy in my life. Dude's a bit fishy, but we got bigger fish to fry. Let's leave him be for now.
Alrighty.
Why are they out here? They can't be, can they? I don't want to cross him. He's not your average guy. Dude's rubbing me the wrong way. Sounds like he's got something to hide. I keep it in my peripheral. What's wrong, Nero? Usually you're running around a lot more. Come on, Kent, let's get home, okay? I think Nero's anxious. Maybe he wants to sleep. I want to stay outside. There's so many new people to play with. Oh, Annie, there's a crab. You get way too excited, Kent. Something about that old man really scared me. I wonder what he was doing all the way out here in the village. Nero looks kinda stressed out, so I'm gonna bring him home. Kent just had so much energy, we have to drag him back inside whenever we play. What old man are they talking about? Hello there, are you from the capital? We see more and more tourists coming out here from the capital nowadays. Maybe it's our produce deliveries, or maybe it's the atmosphere. Either way, we're sort of making a name for ourselves. My husband really emphasized trade in his time as mayor. We've even made delivery deals reaching as far as Crossbell. I think his efforts are really paying off. We're getting some wonderful word of mouth out there. You must have come on the bus. I don't believe you met. If you need anything while you're here, I'll help however I can as village mayor. We've been getting more tourists and travelers around this neck of woods. I've been spending more of my time tending to them lately. We're a simple farming town, as you can see, though some of us do trek out to the city to deliver produce and spread the good word. At any rate, I see what I can do to help sort this business out. For now, make yourself at home here and try to decompress. I should talk to the driver when I get a free moment. This sort of thing is unprecedented given our village lies in a busy international route.
Whoa! That huge thing's turning just from the wind? I've never seen one of these up close in person before.
Good old windmill.
Okay.
Curious about the windmill, are you? This here's my priced grain thresher. It does its job plenty well. Veggies and galettes are well and good, but they say bread and butter for a reason. We're part of the Republic's bread basket with the wheat we produce. And though crops of any kind are a welcome sight, wheat especially just feels gratifying. Gazing out upon that sea of golden grains, picturing the wonderful loaves they make, just makes your heart soar, or it does mine at least. And you can't make beer without the right grains after all. Welcome to the Creil Chapel. Oh, is something the matter? No, it's just... Are you from the Central East, perchance? It was just a little weird seeing someone like you out here. Oh, some do find it strange, yes? Central Eastern though I may be, I was born and raised here in Creil. I did make my pilgrimage to the Holy City for training. I was approached to serve in temples there, but the Holy City wasn't where my heart was. I wanted to come back here to serve this village I call home. Makes sense, not the hometown pride, huh? Looking back on it, I noticed a bunch of immigrants here. And they just mashed together. Indeed, Creil is a tight-knit place. It's hard to be a stranger here. Our sense of community binds us closer together than any color or creed. This village really does feel like one big family. It's like everyone knows each other. It almost feels like my home to me. Welcome to Creil Chapel. I don't believe we met. Might you be travelers then? I do hope you enjoy your stay here. I heard there was some sort of accident nearby, but I don't believe it's much to worry about. Are you to see the ruins by chance? You can find them in the hills nearby. They're not quite as well known as other archaeological sites, so you're likely to get the area all to yourself if you choose to visit. I made the trip out there a few times myself, either on official church business. Quite a curious spot indeed. You see a series of pillars placed in a very deliberate pattern. Supposedly animists of old paid tribute to their patron deities there. As it happens, they discovered a giant stone there around 20 years ago. I happened to be there for it. I know my ancestors come here from the east. Apparently they were pretty big blacksmiths back in the day. Kaina was really into that stuff growing up, but now she's gone and joined the factory instead, so she can be a real professional. More power to her, I say, but all this newfangled factory stuff's a far cry from the smiths of old. Never been any good with machinery myself. But all I can handle is the farming equipment. Guy says I'm a natural, but I think they're just flattering me. How did you find our galettes? Not a lot of people know that their unique taste comes from the traditionally Eastern flour we use. From what I hear, my family imported buckwheat flour to the village from the east. My husband and I managed the buckwheat mill here in Creil. I don't do so for tradition's sake though. More than anything, I'm just happy to contribute to our village specialty. Welcome. Oh, you must be the travelers I thought about. How can I help you? Anything you need done with your oppments? Maintenance, maybe? You just leave it to me. I'm no greenhorn despite what the boss says. Thanks. We might hit you up for that in a bit, but right now I want to ask you some questions. You recall seeing a band of jaegers come by around 10 days ago? Jaegers, actually, yeah. I think I saw the boss talking to this jaeger-looking girl. That would have been the night before last? Pretty sure. I'm guessing she needed work done on her weapon or some supplies, maybe? No, I think it might have been something else. She asked to borrow our truck. So I think she was doing some hauling that night. Hauling what? I don't know. Yeah, that's odd. Coming out alone under the cover of darkness just to hold stuff around. I know, right? It made me awfully curious. At the time I thought, like, maybe she just needs some tools or equipment or something? Maybe for fixing their guns and stuff. Good to know, thanks. The people at the inn said that she came through 3 days ago, but then she came back the following night because she talked to the factory boss the night before last? I wanted to help repair the bus, but the boss said no. He ended up working on it by himself. I mean, I like to think I'm no greenhorn anymore. He trusts me to go out and buy the materials we need even. But I want to do more than that. I want to do something big, like building my own machines from scratch or putting aftermarket mods on something. But well, maybe I really am rushing it. I don't know what I don't know. My ancestors were Eastern-style blacksmiths. My parents would always tell me about their philosophy. Your work is the sum of your knowledge. I wonder how well this translates into the modern age.
What do you need? There you go. Thanks. What do you need? There you go. Thanks.
Alrighty.
Understood.
Right.
Oh, you must be travelers. Oh, come and see if you...
Hello there, how may I help you? Oh, veggies are still good in the city, of course, just not as fresh. They're the best when you can buy them here straight from the farm. I sell produce direct from the farmers, so you're getting the freshest possible veggies. Oh, and just so you're aware, I have a few sweets in stock as well. I started baking cookies for fun a little while ago. It's nice to be able to use the village's own produce for cooking.
Why, hello. Thank you.
Giovanna. Pardon me? I've heard that you take jobs like bracers do, yes? I've got a bit of a problem and I need some help. Would you be willing to hear me out? Sure, but bear in mind I ain't a bracer. I do a job if I feel like it. And I charge more than they do too. You good with that? Of course, just as long as the price is still reasonable. Easy. Doubt I need to charge you too much. It'll just depend on how complicated the job is. Thank you very much. You see, I'm stumped on what to do. I've been trying to make soba noodles, and they're just not turning out right. Someone from a city like yourself might know what I'm doing wrong. Soba noodles? A dish made from buckwheat flour, kneaded and cut into noodles. I recall from a book that soba noodles are popular in Eastern cuisine. Far Eastern especially. Bingo, you two ever had any by chance? It's popular street food back in the capital, as its fans for sure. Pretty simple to make, but it's got a real deep flavor and it smells like nothing else. Is it really? Dang it, now I'm hungry. I felt the same when Maya told me about it the other day. So I figured I might as well try to make some myself for the Harvest Festival. I went around and asked the villagers for advice, and some of them do know about those sort of recipes. But it's been a bit of a flop. I haven't been able to get the flavors right. The Harvest Festival. I think I read an article about it in the paper. Wait, now I remember. They celebrate every autumn, right? That would mean this year is right around the corner. So, I ain't exactly a cook, but I can try and give you some pointers based on the soba I had in the capital. I think that would be a big help, since you have that point of reference. Hearing about new experiences from new people is really interesting to me. Thank you for hearing me out. Your thoughts, Van? She's eager to help, but... Okay. Sure. Not really a job for a Spriggan, but we got the time. Alright, I take it on. I always make sure to do the job right, so I want some good soba noodles out of this. Oh, thank you so much. I'll do my best. I'm getting excited for some noodles myself. So where do we start with this? Good question. So you said you tried to make some and it didn't go so hot. What about them didn't come out right? Well, the flavor was off, so was the appearance. The dough turned out powdery when I was cutting it, like it wasn't put together very well. It took me so much effort to cut it that I just sort of mangled the dough. The result wasn't even looking like noodles. The outside was all soggy and wet, but the inside was still chalky. It didn't soak evenly at all. That implies something might have gone wrong when making the dough. Perhaps there's more to making it than ordinary bread dough? And then the flavoring sauce. I tried to mix it up and make the flavor more familiar to the villagers here, so I ended up using basil as my base. It wasn't inedible per se, but it just didn't seem quite right. Yeah, sounds like that before you looked there. Best to stick to the recipe. Well, yes, you're right. So there's a lot to unpack here. But before we can dive in, we need to figure out how to make the stuff ourselves. So you said you learned about the dish from some of the villagers, right? Yes, mostly from Mayor Wang and Motona. They were a great help. Both can trace their roots to the east, so they had a general idea of how the recipe went. Well, that's as good a place to start as any. Be free to kill some time until we're done asking around. Of course, thank you for your help.
Commencing mission.
Certain 4SPG quests will present topics. You can press X to present the topic to certain individuals. So you're the guys who save the passages. You have my thanks. No probs. Hey, you mind if I ask you a few questions? Trying to look into the attack myself. I see. I do appreciate your help, but I'm not sure I want to get wrapped up in that whole situation myself. Oh, you'll be fine. We're jiffy, I promise. And full disclosure, you were acting on the authority of a certain intelligence department. Ah, you don't mean the CID. Let's just say I got a big voice on speed dial. Wait, what is he talking about? He's very good at stretching the truth. He's not technically lying, but... well, I suppose it won't kill me. What do you want to ask about? Right, so, we're looking into this band of jaegers that blew through the town maybe 10ish days ago? We're thinking they might have come back recently. You seen any that fit the description? Yeah, actually, I do recall bumping into a shady woman loitering around here. She was in the area alone on a patrol 3 nights ago. I saw her again the following night. That has to be her. You said she was alone? She was, yeah. I found that strange myself. That she only showed up at night made her even more suspicious. I see. Do you know what her motive might have been? I can't say for certain. None of the villagers reported assault or stolen goods at the time. And it's not unheard of for jaegers to stop here for supplies. I don't see any criminal intent in her behavior, suspicious what it was. Fair enough. Guess she stands out just by being a jaeger, even if she ain't causing trouble. What we do know is that she came back twice, well after a unit came through.
Alright, let's go monster hunting. To the highway we go!
Shouldn't we talk to some more people before we head out?
Nah, we've gotten every scrap of info they have to give.
Giovanna's been messing with some kind of recipe lately. What was it? Soba noodles? That sounds kinda right. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Let me ask you something.
It was about Giovanna's sober efforts. I'm sorry to hear that she's having trouble with it. But I do appreciate your helping with her. I hope she gets the recipe just right. Well, the field's not my forte. But I make sure I always do the job right. You can leave it to us. That's the spirit, young man. As for the soba, I can give you some insight on the source if you'd like. My mother was born quite far to the east. She became skilled at preparing their cuisine growing up. From what I remember, soba sauce is made by first preparing a base soup stock, then adding a flavor of choice to it. Can you tell us more? The flavoring is a blend of various spices and sauces, usually local to the area. When the blend is finished, you mix it into the soup stock. Soba stock would traditionally use kelp or dried bonito, to my knowledge. But there are many other bases you can use. Dried vegetables, mushrooms, sardines, and the like. Really, anything goes so long as it tastes good. So you can personalize the flavor of a soda that way, I see. But kelp and bonito don't appear to be common ingredients here, at least I'm not particularly familiar with them. Probably bigger out in the east. I see, we can probably use other stuff more common around here instead. So what should we make the soup stock out of? Giovanna mentioned basil? Basil would work in a pinch, sure, but I'm thinking if you want to really make a soba pop, we should get something stronger. Seafood's a good bet. We just need something we can find around here. Shrimp, maybe? I think we could get some of that. Ha! As it so happens, some of our merchants do carry that. Shrimp is common in Eastern cuisine, so you should be able to find some from specialties merchants. I think I have some in my house, in fact. If you'd like it, you need only ask. Perfect. Hopefully we don't gotta raid your pantry, but if we do, we'll let you know. Nice, our ingredients are secured. Secured indeed. Mission accomplished? Thank you for your help, Mei Wang. Oh, my pleasure. I see some wonderful soba in my future. Let's give it a crack and see what we come up with. Right.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, you mean the recipe Giovanna asked about? Admittedly, I'm not too familiar with the recipe itself, but I know plenty about its ingredients. The buckwheat's my specialty. That's been passed down my family tree for generations. As millers, we know our wheat. Really now, that's wild. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised though. What with Galat being the big thing here. Yep. It was my family that first imported buckwheat flour to the village, in fact. So I dare say it's in my blood. So how do you make buckwheat dough? There are 2 main ways to do it. The simpler way is to just use only buckwheat flour. That's called 100% dough. The second is to mix buckwheat flour with standard wheat flour. You can play around with variations of buckwheat to wheat, and that can change the dough pretty significantly. The most common ratio is 80% dough. That's 80% buckwheat, 20% wheat. So, the way you make the dough isn't always the same. There's more to this than I thought. The more buckwheat you have in the dough, the easier it dries out. So working with higher buckwheat ratios takes more skill, especially when you're kneading it. That's about the gist of it. A lot more complicated than I gave it credit for. Thanks for a crash course. My pleasure. Give my regards to Joanna, would you? Okay, that should be good enough. I think we have a good grasp on the subject now. So do we go back to Giovanna now? Oh, actually, you know, I think we're still missing something. Oh, but would that something be? A secret spice, that's what. Nothing wrong with sticking to the basics, but I say we're making our own. We could put a little spin on it, something off a beaten path, you know? Maybe something that grows around here. How about local plants? We could probably find some stuff down by the creek. I'm not sure what you mean, but you sound really confident about it. I trust you on this. Cool, if you don't find anything, no biggie. So we could return or we could look for some more. Oh, look at this right here. It's a wheat or something? Is that even edible? I don't believe I've seen a plant like this before. This is what's called a fresh ingredient, city slickers. Take note. They aren't common in the Central East, so I imagine you don't see any out there either. One took the plant by the stem and plucked it. Now, Far Eastern spice recipes call for wasabi. And while this ain't the same thing, it's still called mountain wasabi, and for good reason. Packs a hell of a kick. So yeah, this will do just fine. You shred this up, grind it into a paste, and bam, instant winner. I see, so that's what raw horseradish looks like. Interesting. So is it similar to other kinds of radishes? Oh boy, you don't want to eat this like other radishes, no. Might as well kiss your tongue goodbye if you do. Is it really that strong? I'm not a picky eater, you know, I can take it. Now I'm eager to try horseradish and soba noodles now, both. I think that's about does it then. Let's bring Giovanna up to speed. Yo, we picked up on a lot of stuff from the villagers. Oh, thank you very much. If possible, I'd like to try and make another batch, and you can guide me as I'm making them. Would that work for you? Okay. Sure thing. Thank you. Let's move to my kitchen. Oh heavens, I forgot. My house is just a mess right now. I'm sorry, could you give me just a minute to clean up? What timing? If you're in need of a kitchen, mine is ready and waiting. Oh, Mayor Wing! I thought I'd stop by and see how things are going. Good that I did. Best to strike while the iron's hot, no? You'd be welcome to use my kitchen instead of cleaning up yours first. Oh, thank you so much. I gladly accept. Let's head for the mayor's house then. I'll just need to stop by my house real quick to grab some cookware and ingredients. Sure, we'll help you carry whatever you need. This is getting really exciting. I do look forward to these noodles I will make. Well, make yourself at home. My husband told me you'll be borrowing our kitchen. Help yourself to whatever you might need. We'll be upstairs if you need anything from us. Don't hesitate to bug us if you run into trouble. I'm looking forward to seeing how your noodles come out. Thank you both so much. I promise they'll be worth a wait. Now when we have a kitchen, we have our ingredients, all that's left is to put it all together. Do let me know if anything seems off to you. I'm counting on you. Sounds good. Glad to help. Oh, can't wait. So first and foremost, the dough. Remember that you can use 100% buckwheat or you can substitute wheat to make a ratio of your choosing. At the time I figured, well, the more buckwheat the merrier, so I just went all in with it. So you went for 100%? I did, yes. Should we stick with 100% dough then? When it dries out, quickly dries out, probably not. Not to be pushy, but I think a lower ratio would be better, like 80-20. Motono was telling me about how 100% dough is really tricky to work with, dries out before you know it. So adding some standard wheat into the mix should help when you're kneading it. I see, well, that does make sense. Let's go ahead and do 80% buckwheat then. Now to knead it. Oh goodness, you're right, it's so much more hydrated than before. This is much easier. This should hold up better when I cut it. I think the ratio really was the secret. Smells good too. It's looking great already. I'm excited to see the completed dish. Right, onto the sauce now. I think the stock was where I went wrong last time. I tried using basil and it didn't turn out very well. What would you recommend instead? Shrimp? Let's try using shrimp this time. Mayor said he had some in his pantry. Don't imagine they have a problem with us borrowing some long as we offer them a bowl. Shrimp, I see. Let's try that then. I'll go and find the shrimp for her. I'll keep an eye on the pot for when it starts boiling. Van and company made themselves busy helping Giovanna with the noodles. Under the watchful eyes, the dish was finally assembled. Ah, now this is superb. The smell alone makes my mouth water. So these are proper soba noodles. I've never had them before, but they look scrumptious. I'm flattered. I couldn't have done it without all your help. Now let's see how it tastes, shall we? Hell yeah, man. I'm starving. Thank you for tweeting us. Thanks. One company dug right in. Oh, wow. It tastes really funny, but in a good way. It's delicious. Can I have a second, please? Oh yeah, the hint of shrimp with that earthy note from a buckwheat. That right there's a winner. 5 stars. I'd wolf them down again. I can really taste the natural flavors in this dish. This is almost like a sample of the entire region. You mentioned this was a Far Eastern recipe. This stands out even among them. It's unlike anything I've eaten before. I really wasn't expecting the flavor profile to be so complex. It turned out simply wonderful. This does bring me back. The taste is always so comforting to me, no matter how long I go between bowls. I dare say you've mastered this recipe? Make sure you try some of the horseradish too. It's freshly shredded, so it'll really light up your taste buds. Oh, good point. I might as well give it a try. I wonder how it might complement the noodles. You taught us just a little bit, right? I don't see the harm in adding a little more. I can make the spiciest of Central Eastern recipes, so this will be the cake. Agnes and Feri decided to try the horseradish with their noodles. What is it? It's not just spicy. I can't even taste the noodles anymore. I really don't like that. I prefer the noodles by themselves. Goodness, this is strong indeed. I imagine that's to do with how fresh it is. It's acidic at first, but the aftertaste is quite pleasant. I can see the appeal. It's just an acquired taste. Yep, it's a very mature flavor. Not with a hint of heart, but once you try it, it hooks you. You don't like it though, that ain't a problem. You can just have it as is. Instead, the buckwheat's plenty flavorful on its own. Why do I feel like I just lost a fight? Van is quite the seasoned eater, isn't he? There's something admirable about that. Appetites thoroughly whetted, the group made quick work of their soba noodles. Thank you all so much. I'm glad I was able to do the recipe justice. Now I just need to practice it, so that come festival season, maybe even tastier. Looking forward to it. I'm glad I got to try Far Eastern cuisine for myself. It really was delicious. Thank you very much for the meal, Giovanna.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Love to see it.
Mira deposit confirmed.
And it was wonderful. The buckwheat was packed with flavor, but was smooth and refreshing all the same. I can see why my husband loves Far Eastern recipes. I'd like to try some more. Thank you all again. The soba was wonderful. The flavoring was simply spectacular, not at all what I expected. Yet one more reason to look forward to this year's festival. I did tell Metono and Gonzalez about the soba. I still have plenty of leftovers, so they're welcome to taste too. With practice, I'm sure I'll make some wonderful noodles in time for the festival.
Well,
Alright, but next you wanted to leave the area, right? Thief! Thief, he stole my bike, the bastard! Are you alright? Yeah, I'm okay, just this guy came walking up to me just now, middle-aged, but I couldn't really catch his face. He muttered something about needing to get away in a hurry, and then he nicked my bike. Son of a... It's more than a bike to me, he's gotta pay for this. That's just incurable. Van, we should give chase. But wait, wouldn't this count as a job? Do we need to get an agreement first? Normally this would be police work, normally. But who knows how long their response time might be. We're right here, and they're not. Yo, got a sec? We're a group called Arkwright Solutions. I can get your bike back for a price. What kind of price? Oh, you're the ones who save a bus from the monsters, aren't you? Then, yes, please, I hire you. That bike means the world to me. We've crisscrossed the whole country together on a fishing trip. If you can catch up to him, get it back, then I'll pay you whatever you want. I don't have much, but I won't have anything without my bike. Let's then. Well, I was thinking about scouring the highway anyway. Convenient little excuse we got here. This is the road, gang. Might still be able to catch him on foot. Okay, let's be off.
Commencing mission.
And this guy here is gone. This road is surrounded by so much natural beauty and the air so crisp and fresh. It's too bad the monsters here and there are spoiling such a lovely scene. On the plus side, we don't seem as riled up as they did when they attacked the bus. As long as we don't go out of our way to provoke them, I don't think there'll be a problem. I agree, just be aware that it could change at any moment. I don't think enough time has passed since the bus incident for us to let our guard down here. Stay alert. We will. Change formation.
What's next? That looks like a nice chest. Beginning contact. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Gotcha! It's done!
We're not done.
I'll take you on. Nice! That went great.
You're a true professional, Van. Arts attacks advised. Beginning contact. I'll take it from here. There.
Charge attack available. Unleashing Shark Strike. Activating skill.
You're open. You did it. Right.
I'm on it! Take this! There!
Engaging shield. A chance.
I can't take much more.
Certain arts will be more
I need to
effective.
rest up. What should I do?
Boost level maximum strength.
Could really use a nap.
Random run, one
I
heal.
owe you one.
Do your worst.
Activating skill.
Have some more! A chance!
Attack their weakness with an art. You're open. Escape
All
route.
you
seven.
want.
Activating skill.
Then activating skill. Some extra.
Hit him fast, Feri! Going all in. Sucker! A chance!
Here's some extra.
All you on yes!
Activating skill.
Have some more!
It should be safe for now. You were a great help on Yes. That looks like a nice chest.
Gauge fully replenished. Arts attacks advised. Turn on it. Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Ow!
Thanks, pal. I guess I've gotten risky.
Chance!
A boost would work here.
I need to heal up soon. This fighting's taking a real
Boost level
toll.
maximum strength.
I've got this! Wait for gold light! Give unto us the breath of life!
Boost gauge limit increased. Escape pod secured.
This'll hurt.
You're open!
A chance!
Here's some extra. Do your worst. Good luck.
Hit him fast, Barry.
There you are. Wait, I guess.
Boost level maximum strength. Activating skill.
Yeah, it's part of that. Ben.
All you on yes!
Boost level maximum strength. Activating skill.
Have some more! A chance!
There we go. Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Have some more!
A chance. There. Ben. Activate.
These wannabe chocobos hit hard.
So, what's the verdict? Find anything
Nice.
strange? That went great.
You're a true professional, then.
Nope, nothing that fit the hunter's description anyway.
Let's try searching around just a little more.
An enemy mob. Want to clear him out?
Stop blocking my hits, you dumb monkey. Or whatever you are. Hyena.
We're not done yet. I'm on the scene.
I'm on it!
Good chance to deploy shards.
You snooze, you lose!
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Flames protect us. Here's some extra.
Hit him fast, Feri!
A boost would work here.
Keep it up. It's working.
Going all in!
A chance.
Certain activating skill.
You're open. Ben. You're open.
All you on yes!
Here's some extra.
That's how it goes.
Pretty full of monsters
Looks like
here.
the gang's all here.
Give it engagement. Brace yourself. Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Not over. Glad that worked out okay. Here goes.
Suggesting magic attacks.
Let's get to work. Now, let's finish the job.
Unleashing shard strike. Activating skill.
Sucker!
Ben.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
There we go.
Hit him fast, Feri!
A boost would work here. Activating skill.
Sucker! Bring it on!
A chance.
Going all in.
Initializing drive. A boost would work. Activating skill.
All you on yes.
First done.
Here goes.
There we go. A chance. Excuse us.
Charge attack available.
There. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. There. for now.
Do you think this is the man's stolen bicycle? That's what I put my money on. It sure wasn't here when we passed on the track. It looks to be partially damaged, unfortunately, but at least we can recover it for him. I'm just curious what happened to the man who stole it. Yeah, the owner told us the thief that he mentioned needing to run away from something, didn't he? Then why would he just discard it here? I'm guessing something happened that they weren't counting on. This might be a peaceful area, but it's still monsters around. It ain't hard to guess what could have happened. That sounds like a wolf howling. I can sense a bunch of monsters around a single point a little ways away. Do you think a bicycle thief is under attack? Could well be. Let's get a move on in the direction we heard the howl from. We need to speak with a thief before you can call this case closed. Let's hurry.
Ooh, a treasure chest! There!
Suggesting magic attacks.
Beginning combat!
Charge attack available.
So many. And the cliff is really unfortunate here.
Now, let's make yours move! There! It should be safe for now. You were a great help on, yes?
Looks like a chest.